Hello, everyone. I almost said good morning.
No.
And it's not morning for some of you.
No.
Probably most of you, because who wakes up in the morning? Welcome to Ludo, Lingo, our Monday episode. This would be our, discussions segment, where we are talking about. This should be a multiple.
We're gonna make a new title of something.
Right. It's a multiple segment.
Yeah.
Where we will talk about games that maybe not necessarily both of us, maybe one of us, or both of us, maybe none of us neither of us think is overrated. Which,
yes.
Obviously it's a matter of opinion, although it could be looked at objectively. Like, this game is just overrated.
Maybe, sometimes.
Yeah.
It's possible.
So, instead of talking about all the games that we think are overrated, we decided to just do one game or series at a time, or maybe related games at a time. So the one that kind of stood out to us to talk about first was Assassin's Creed. It's interesting.
Yeah, it's changed popularities over the years.
Yeah, that's true.
So, maybe it was overrated, and then it kind of, when 3 came out, people realized it was not that great.
Yeah.
And then 4, again, it's going back up in popularity.
Yeah.
So, weird.
I've bought an Assassin's Creed game 3 different times. And I've never, ever, ever played for more than, 2 hours. I don't understand what's good about them. I can't get into them. I think they're boring, which is very hard for me to call a game boring. But I think those games are boring.
Yeah, because you like Journey.
They're uninteresting. I don't know. I can't find any way to appreciate them. I've bought Assassin's Creed 1, Assassin's Creed 3, and Assassin's Creed 4. Right.
Well, basically everybody you ask is going to say that 2 is the best one. So,
right.
I mean, but still, it's not that much different than the rest of them.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's rated so highly because it's so easy to pick up and play, so more people have been able to play it. I don't know, it's weird. It's become it's weird that it's annual. It's like the only annual game that isn't a shooter or a sports game.
Yeah.
So it's like its own category. Nothing else does that right now.
Yeah.
So it's risen to popularity of that it probably shouldn't have gotten to.
Yeah.
I think it's just because of how easy and automated the gameplay is.
Yeah.
2 was kind of that's the reason a lot of people like it the best, is because it was a little bit more difficult. It wasn't just doing everything for you, but once you got to Brotherhood and Revelations, and then 3, which is the low point according to everybody. I didn't even play it, but it just kept getting easier and easier, and more automated.
Right.
So that's kind of the biggest problem with it, to me.
Okay. I think a lot can be said about the research and stuff that goes into them. I think in terms of
the historical accuracy stuff.
History stuff is really interesting and cool.
Yeah.
But for me, it was never enough to do anything.
That's why it got popular in the first place, because you're an assassin. That's so cool. It's one of those games that people just look at that don't really always play games, where they're like, I want to be an assassin.
Yeah.
I feel like that's where it got popular, and then it was not that difficult, so there wasn't this crazy barrier to get in.
Yeah.
Try it out.
Yeah, it's the only major series of the last generation that I missed, and that's why I bought them on 3 different occasions. I should probably play these games. I just could never do it. It just never interested me. And then a new one just got announced, right, for PS4 and
2 new ones.
Oh, was it? Because I heard when they announced
last
Unity,
is different.
Because I remember when they announced Unity, they were like, "Will they announce one for PS3?" But I never followed up. So they did.
There's 2, yeah.
What's it called?
I don't remember. But they said they're different. Nobody knows how different they are. If they're just pretending that it's not just a port, or if it's significantly different.
Right.
I don't know. It could be something like what they did with the Vita and Assassin's Creed 3, which 3, like the Vita one was completely different, but they came out at the same time, and it was like you didn't have to play both of them, but like I don't know.
Yeah.
Just extra. Downgraded.
That's a lot of work. Well,
Yeah.
wish them
They're
all the
big, they can do
best. Yeah. So
now they're trying to do it with Watch Dogs. We'll see where that ends up.
I don't think that'll ever be annualized though.
Well, they want to. Well, maybe not annual, but they said they want to make everything they're doing into a franchise.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
That's not exactly the best thing to say to try to please people.
Also, the hype for Watch Dogs has kind of fallen.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, we'll see how that one turns out.
They missed their point on that one.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what we think about Assassin's Creed. Maybe they're I don't know. Like the production values are high, but they're just
yeah, those games go back to what I was saying before.
yeah,
They're
it's
well
just
made,
a
but they're not
well-made
really worth
game.
playing.
Yeah. It's interesting. All right, so next time, will we do one next week? You think?
What, another
Yeah.
overrated thing?
Yeah.
Probably. They're
All
fun.
right. So next week or sometime soon, we'll be talking about another game or series or batch of
Maybe
games.
BioShock.
Maybe, except I don't think it's overrated. So
Uh-oh.
we will, and on Wednesday we're talking about Brawl, not
Super
Brawl,
Smash
Super
Brothers.
Smash Brothers, not Brawl. That's old news. All right, so we will see you then. Bye.